Everybody, Mark Holiday here. Welcome to another episode. I'm in my basement right now, and I've been remodeling my house since I bought it. And when we left New York State to move to Tennessee, this house was a foreclosure, and it's been nothing but a headache. Anyways, I wanted to show you that one of the first projects I did was right here. This is a 200 amp breaker box. Had that installed, put in, because the old breaker box was 100 amps, so I increased it so we actually have more breakers, and we were able to divide up the electrical. So it wasn't overloaded.
All right, let's try the red one. Okay, I'll try the green.
Then the other thing I did is I installed a new hot water on demand. So we only use, I
I was going to foot him, a foot.
Today, Junior?
it uses gas, and it only uses what we need. It heats it up as we go. So you never run out of hot water as long as you have gas. And had to put a gas line in. And then what I did is I changed out all the water lines in my house. Systematically, I went through. This is the water main here, and it goes behind me, and behind you right there, right through the wall. And that's a crawl space through there, and it goes over to the right, and it comes into the house. There's a shut off there. You have to go in the crawl space. Well, anyways, I brought it into here, have a shut off here. And then what I did is I did every room has its own line. Okay, the master bedroom, this is the cold water right here, and then hot water over here. Master bedroom cold, master bedroom hot. And each one has a shut off. And I'm still, as you can see, the hot water and cold water for the master bedroom is shut off still, because I'm still remodeling. I'm not even done to that. So I broke it up where I could take each individual bathroom and shut it off from the basement, rather than just one main shut off and losing all the water in the house. So hot water on demand, new breaker box, and then I did this system here with each of the bathrooms, kitchen, because there's 3 bathrooms in the house, plus the laundry room, which we're standing in right now. Now, right here behind me, the wall, if you'll pan to the wall right there, what they did is this inner wall, they number one, whoever did it is an idiot. They put the blocks, rather than staggering them, the cement blocks, they're not staggered. It's all in straight lines. It's supposed to be staggered. So there should be like one here, you know, with the line, not a straight line down. So that's a problem. Well, anyways, the reason why it's painted is this is water sealer, and on the other side is dirt. So to keep water out of this part of the house in the basement, I did that. I sealed it here, and then I sealed it on the other side of the wall. And then what I'll be doing is I'll be putting up the foam board here all along to insulate, and then we'll be putting up framing. So come on with me. And what I did is I went through and put all new electrical throughout the house, except at the breaker box. There's only a few new lines going in. Most of it I have are junction boxes, which is right above your head. You have a junction box here. I created a junction box with the old wire coming from the breaker box, and I put in new lines here. So there's new lines throughout the house. Every room has all new wiring, and it all starts right here in the basement, because I've had to go from room to room. So I wanted to upgrade the wire, and eventually I'll put new wire when we'll rewire the breaker box at some point, but that's later on. So here I'm walking through the other part of the basement, and as you can see, there's a doorway here. That's to the bathroom. That's the old door, the old door itself and casing, and I created a new doorway here because the original doorway was right here. Now I just walked through a door, if you didn't notice, right here. And I'll back up so you can see it, and I'll pan out. This is going to be a bedroom. I'm creating a wall here. Now these 2x4s, I recycled from upstairs with some of the other construction where I ripped out some walls, as well as replacing stuff. And I saved them. Had to pull all the nails out, and we're recycling them, using them down here in the basement. And it saved me probably $800 in expenses of buying brand new 2x4s, as you can see. Now, I also sealed the wall here, the cement wall, and then I put, as you can see, the green foam board up, insulation, and that's also waterproof. I put that in, and I've been running my electrical line, as you can see, right there here. Now, down in the basement, code is 16 inches from the floor to the base of the electrical outlet. That's code in the United States. I do 20 inches in the basement because if, God forbid, there was ever a flood, you know, I wanted it a few inches higher. Plus, I don't like bending over too far, so it makes it a little more convenient for me, that extra 4 inches. And now what I'm doing is I've wired this room up, and I'm making some changes. I put in a light, and I had to run line from here over, and I just jumped from my outlets, from my outlet to the power here to the switch, and then I fed it through. I cut a hole in my ceiling here because this is a steel I-beam underneath this. That's a steel I-beam, okay, that supports the upstairs, and our floor joists tie into it. So I had to drill through, and I cut a hole right here in the ceiling, and then fed the line over to the light. Real simple, you know, but I'm not cutting any corners. Now, I am going to be selling my house at some point, but in the meantime, I'm making it, number one, the way I want it. We're making this extra bedroom for the kids because we got a baby coming in 2 weeks. So the older boys are coming down here to the basement, and this is going to be their bedroom, and this is going to be their closet. Now, this was the original entryway into the bathroom, and that was just a wall there. This right here was the original entryway. This light I installed as well for the closet, so they have a closet light, and the switch is right here. Now, the old bathroom light is actually, the light switch is right here inside the closet, so I have to move it. It's right here, and it turns on the fan over there. So, and then I have a light switch here. So I'm gonna have to move that switch, these two switches right here, that switch, and this switch, and I'm gonna have to put them, and I'm gonna put them right here into a double gang box, which I should have one right here. So this is a double gang box. I'll put both switches in right there, so when you walk in the door, bing bang, you throw both switches on. So, and as you can see, I'm doing construction in the bathroom, all new plumbing, including the septic lines, your toilet lines and stuff like that. And right above me here, you can come on over and look, you can hear someone flush the toilet right here. That's the main line that goes upstairs to the upstairs 3rd floor bathroom. This is my bathroom right here, the toilet line that I'm still working on. So you can see the water lines coming in, and here's the ones that aren't hooked up that are going to go to my bathroom, because right here is where the bathtub is going to go, right above me. So I have a ton of work that I've been doing. So I did a video on cooking lamb, but this is the big project that I'm doing. Now, I want to show you something kind of cool. I can't, well, actually, hit pause 1 second, Hunter. Okay, we hit pause for a second because I went and grabbed my cell phone. I put it on YouTube. This guy, Sean Vlog, I watch him every once in a while. He's from Scotland. Well, anyways, what I put in all of the bathrooms is, this is a Bluetooth speaker fan. I got that at Lowe's. So it's a Bluetooth speaker fan, so check it out. Ready?
Pretty much gone, but that'll be pretty cool once it's done. There's actually, it splits in the middle here, somewhere.
So you can see him talking right there in the video.
There's actually 2 sides to the band, so you could potentially have 2 different.
Or here, let me change it. Watch, I'll change.
And
I'll collect that out. I'll just hit my mix. Throw some music up there. And you can hear it, and I can listen to music or whatever.
Introducing White Claw Surf.
Oh, that's a commercial.
A whole new wave of
anyways,
White Claw.
I put that throughout the house. So the house is being modernized, and you're going to hear some music in just a second. Faith No More. So as I'm going through the house, I'm modernizing and putting in some cool touches to make it a smart house. With our heat, I can adjust our heat from my phone as well. I put in a smart thermostat. It's electronic, so it uses Bluetooth as well. So we have a lot of cool touches that we're adding to the house and getting through it one by one. And like I said, I've rewired the whole house, replumbing the whole house. It's a lot of work, and plus I'm changing up the layout somewhat of the house and adding a bedroom. So now, instead of being a 3-bedroom house, this is going to be a 4-bedroom house with 3 bath. It's 3,500 square feet. Our old home was almost 8,000 square feet in New York, and that was 7-bedroom, 2 bath. It was huge, an old Victorian mansion. We'll pop up some pictures to show you the progress of this house and of the old house. And that's what I'm working on right now, is I'm going through the house and trying to get all this stuff done, making room for the other kids, so when the baby comes in, the baby has his own room. And that's it. So what we're going to be doing next, go ahead, back up, buddy. And my son's doing the filming. I'll be putting up sheetrock here, green board, because this is the bathroom. So I have the green sheetrock right here, just outside the door. We're going to be sheetrocking this next, closing up the closet, closing up the rest of the bathroom, and then going in here to the bedroom and sheetrocking in here. Now, the one thing I'm not going to do is I'm not going to put that type of insulation in this basement because it gets wet, it causes mold issues if it gets wet in the basement. If God forbid there was a water issue or something like that. I've sealed the basement completely, but you know, you just never know. So you don't use the fiberglass insulation, you use the foam board, and so that way you avoid any problems with mold and such. And all the walls were sealed. So it's nice. Compared to what we had before, we had some mold issues as well because the other people who lived here long before us, they did everything half-assed. I don't know how else to put it. Their workmanship, it was cob job, everything. So, like I said, I'm surprised this house didn't burn down multiple times. I found a lot of scary stuff, and I'll show some different pictures with the electrical and with the old breaker box. It was burned out. It was arcing, so it was just a matter of time before this house burned down, as well as the water issues with plumbing, sinking toilets and such. So I've had to put in all new subfloors throughout the house. And like I said, if I take you upstairs, you'll see the whole house is under construction, with the exception of the kitchen and dining room. Those two rooms are done. You know, that was the kitchen was the first room I did. The dining room was the second room I did. And the living rooms have all been sheetrocked, rewired, and new subfloors put in, as well as, you know, the walls, ceilings, and electrical and plumbing in places where it needed to be. So that's it. That's what I'm working on. That's my project for today. One thing I want to tell everybody is that when you're running wire, okay, it's important, and it's up to codes too. I have them upstairs. I didn't bring them down yet, but it's going to be one of the things I'm doing. Steel plates. They have little steel plates. They're nail on. You put them, make sure you put them over where the hole is, where the wire passes through your stud. Okay, so I'll put it on the outside here. So when I go to put sheetrock on, I don't put a screw through here and go into the wire and electrocute myself or cause a fire.
And that hurt. And now to do the exact same thing again.
So that's important that you make sure that you put those metal protectors, nail-on protectors, over where the wire passes through in the studs. So that's pretty much it, man. That's what I got going on, and I'll catch you all later.